So now, carrying on, whoops, that's not the right pen colour. Carrying on, we've got equation 1, which was 8 plus 4y minus lambda, and we make it equal to 0. In equation 2, we say 4x minus lambda equals 0, and equation 3 was 12 minus x minus y equals 0. And it's always, equation 3 is always going to be the rearranged constraint, because the original constraint was 12 equals x plus y. So then we need to use these equations to try to come up with something clever to, so I picked this one first of all, equation 2, and I rearranged it by moving the lambda to the other side, and that gave me 4x equaled lambda, which I wrote as lambda equals 4x because they're the same thing. Then I now have an equation that tells me what lambda is. So then I go to a different part of the question and I put 4x in instead of lambda. But before I do that, so I'm dealing with question 1 now, equation 1. So that was equation 2. Now equation 1, I have 8 plus 4y minus lambda equals 0. I'm going to move that lambda over to the other side, and I get an equation with lambda. And now I can take that lambda and replace it with that value of lambda. And I can say that equals 4x, and then I can forget about the lambda. So now 8 plus 4y equals 4x. So I'm going to divide everything there by 2, just to make it look nicer. 4 plus 2y equals 2x. And now, I've just realised I shouldn't have divided by 2, I should have divided by 4. So I'm going to divide everything by 2 again. 2 plus y equals x. And now I've got an equation for what x is equal to, and going to equation 3, there's an x. So I'm going to put my equation that I've just come up with, which I'll call 1 plus 2, I'm going to put it into 3. So I've just moved it up a bit. Equation 3 is 12 minus x minus y equals 0. I've done a bracket instead of x, and I'm going to put this into the bracket, 2 plus y. Then I get 12 minus 2 minus y equals 0. 12 minus 2 is 10. Whoops. Sorry, that's minus y minus y. Minus y minus 2y equals 0. Pop that to the other side, and 10 equals 2y. Divide both sides by 2, 5 equals y. And I've got my first solution. So then I can take this and put it back into the one we called 1 plus 2. 1 plus 2 is 2 plus y equals x, but y is 5, according to what I just found. So 7 equals x, and I've got my next solution. And then finally I can substitute into the one that was equation 2 rearranged, which was that lambda equals 4x. So lambda equals 4 times by x, and x is 7. Lambda equals 28. And that means I found that x equals 7, y equals 5, and lambda equals 28. And I'm going to stop it there because that's quite a lot of ground.